Hello, everyone. Oops. Have to get rid of that. What's happening here? Test 1, 2. I think we're good. Should probably have to adjust one more thing. Might have to adjust one more thing. Okay, one sec. Let me just fix something here. Oops, I gotta get my water. I forgot my water. Oh no. I forgot my water. Okay. We're back. Oh. Polly says the new background is like the old one. Hello, Polly. We have here right now. BZ and Sarah are here. Hello. Raven Riley and Cynthia Moon. K-Body. They're all moderating. So nice of them. So nice of them. All right, hang on one moment here. Oh, hold on one second here. I need about 2 seconds. I have to re-sign into something and set up a couple things here that I did not realize were not set up. One moment. Over there on Twitch, we have Pumpkin Prez and Kevster and Sudden Apollo and Amazing Toilet. And A Moment of Lovely is moderating. Thank you. We also have here watching Nan B and Tony Del Monte and Alex Duncan and Pat W and Doug Rupke and JA and P and Lisa Remo and Annie T and Alex Duncan. Sammy Boy. Brad. Zach Cohen is here. Kiarly is here. Lisa, did I say Lisa Remo? I probably did. Plentiful Soul, Torrin Hudson. Polly. April Coco. It's Plentiful Soul. Plentiful Soul. I just had to crack open the window. It's kind of warm in here. Grant Flynn. Andrea B. Oh, Zach is doing a stream. Zach, are you streaming music? Calendar Page, Patty, Wens Trends, Braden Dykstra. That Big Skeptic. Brad, Atenol, Austin Gaming. Linda Gordon, Old Silver. Darren Markley is here. Brenton is here. Sammy Boy is here. Yvette Evelyn, Baggins. I am the DJ, Nicole. Lighthouse, Ursula Anderson, Code 3 News, DJ Dunbar, who said 78 degrees in Wisconsin. David Gibson is here, Jimmy ZNJ, Bridget McGowan, Megan Lee Field, Big Dog is here. Oh, cool. Zach's going to do a stream and talk about RV life and change the fan motor on his AC. That sounds excellent. Sounds excellent. Patty Takes Photos is here. Oh, thank you, Haniel. Thank you, Haniel. I appreciate that. Some people gave me compliments on the haircut. I'll talk about that in a second. Croat Shamglin is here. Blue Devil is here. Sidewalk Connoisseur is here. MJ is here. Thanks for your kind words about my haircut. Zach and Lee and everybody else. Old Raven is here. Marzell is here. I have never visited the Norman Rockwell Museum. I don't know where it is. Liam Ashton is here. Budget Girl is here. Hello. How did the desk turn out, Old Raven? Well, you might want to watch the desk stream. You might want to watch the previous stream where we assembled the desk, and then you will know how it turned out. I attempt to assemble a desk. Oh, thanks, Haniel. Haniel says, noticed it during yesterday's stream. Thank you, Haniel. I appreciate that. I'll have more to say about it. Andrew has the flu. Feel better, Andrew. Ride on, Josephine. Thanks for your kind words. The Gardening Museum in Boston. I think I was there once years ago. I'd like to go back. Hollis Parks. I'm glad you enjoy the coverage. Hollis Parks. Thank you. First time messaging anyone on YouTube. YouTube should pay me for that. Zipper Cat. Oops, hold on. TWF me is sick in bed. Feel better. Feel better. Hey, I just saw this update, by the way. I just saw this little news. I'm going to retweet this. Washington Post. Leaker of U.S. secret documents worked on military base, friend says. The man behind the massive leak of U.S. government secrets that has been exposed, blah, 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 is a young charismatic gun enthusiast who shared highly classified documents with a group of far... What is this? Where's the thing about the military base? The headline says military base. See if I can find that in the article. Oh, they were, he recalled, what appeared to be near verbatim transcripts of classified intelligence documents that OG indicated he had brought home from his job on a military base. Anyways, I haven't. I just saw this right now. It's an interesting story from the Washington Post. There was this big document, intelligence failure document leak of secret U.S. documents recently. So I thought that was interesting. Anyways. Okay, anyways, I just saw that and I wanted to pass it along because I retweeted it. Kenro is here, Sausage is here, Corey is here, Cindy Lou is here. They haven't caught him yet, Cindy Lou. No one's been arrested for this. But that is a Washington Post story about some reported, alleged information about the person. Oh, thanks, Dennis. Dennis says you're getting a few white hairs now. Darkening soap works. Thanks, Dennis. I appreciate that, Dennis. Actually, I have had gray hairs for years now. But I appreciate you letting me know, Dennis. It's always wonderful to have somebody let me know that. Thomas Kruger is here. John Gidry is here. My hand is healing. That's the blister from when I used the screwdriver a lot on the last assembly stream. So it's getting better. Thank you. Kevin Burger King is here. Dorian McLean is here. Chaz Wang is here. Hello, Chaz Wang. Phoneless Jones is here on Twitch. C. Swigum is here on Twitch. The temperature in the apartment is probably above 70 because it's been very nice weather. It's supposed to be even nicer tomorrow and Friday. I mean, this is incredible. Today it was above 70 degrees here. That's incorrect. Today it was above 70. It's supposed to be 84 and 82 the next 2 days. This is just incredible. Wow. Unbelievable. It was definitely above 70 today. It was above 70 the last 2 days. Very exciting. 80s tomorrow. In the middle of April, 84 tomorrow. I'm going to have to get outside. Wow. It's been pretty cold in April so far. Yeah, it's crazy. Most days in the summer, it doesn't get 84 here. Like 84 is hot for the summer here. It's in April. Yeah, I don't know if we'll do a walk the next couple days. Very possible. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We also have here Astro Josh is here. Flor Morena is here. Jess C is here. Tatermong and Charlie Jolene are here on Twitch. Hello. Good to see everyone. Megan is here. Jimmy says 78 here in New Jersey now. Okay, one moment. What is going on with this? Why isn't that open? I think I saved the stream. Somehow it's still working. That was really weird. That was weird. We still there on Twitch? Yeah, you know, this... I really like the computer I'm using, but it's an older computer, and I started to get, once in a while lately, getting some errors. Also, who knows how it is with Windows these days and everything. Who knows? So that was kind of odd. I hope it doesn't happen again this stream. That's not good.
I think I saved the stream.
Shut up.
Somehow.
This computer... Gosh, when did I get this? It was probably like 5 years old. Actually, probably longer. Uh-oh. Happened again. Happened again. No. Something weird is happening now. Hold on a second, guys. Everything is messed up here. Everything is messing up. Why is the program is all messed? Everything's messed up. You guys can see me. You guys can see me and hear me. It's really weird. You can see me and hear me, but like I can't like see myself well. But I guess you guys can see me and hear me okay. Right? All right, I'll keep going. Yeah, there's a really weird thing going on where like you can see me and hear me okay, great. The program I'm using is like acting all weird. That's the weird thing. Oh, here, this is the problem. I see. Everything's messed up. You just saw the Twitch thing. Hold on. It's so weird. Yeah, I might have to... The program I'm using is all messed up to stream. So I have to restart the program. So hopefully this doesn't kill the stream. Give me a second to restart the program. Hang on 1 second, guys. Give me a second to restart the program. Now are we back? Now maybe? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That was really weird. I hope it doesn't happen again. Just all of a sudden, everything started going crazy. Okay, so that's still working. That is still working. I see myself on Twitch. I see myself on YouTube. Let me do something real quick here. I have to switch this. Okay, that's better. Gosh, that's really weird. Let me do one more thing here. I had an issue with this computer about a month ago where it did this a couple times, and then it stopped, and then all of a sudden, hasn't done this in like weeks, it just went crazy. You know, Windows just did an update, I think today. Who knows what happened with that? Who knows what happened with that? But I do know that Windows did an update. Yeah, Alexa said there was an update today. I know there was an update today because I saw it on my computer. So I'm blaming that. Plantiful Soul says this morning. Apparently it didn't agree with my computer. But the stream kept going. Okay. Charlie Jolene says, I was so invested in the table construction the other night, I ate dinner late. Not this time. Yeah, that was an involved stream. Hey, Portland 1000 is here. Hello, Portland 1000. Okay to Play All Day is here. Hello. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me just do one more thing here. Tony says an update is what killed Safari on my desktop. Carter Holland is here. Okay, so again, fortunately we're back. I'm sorry for the delay. That was really strange. Everything kind of got messed up. But we're back now. Let's hope this continues. Let's hope we don't get any more strangeness. It's just weird. BZ says Windows 11 updated last night, had a few issues too. Now I'm having another issue with a browser. Maverick is here. Supercell Chaser is here. Oh, let me just check something about really quick. Let me check something really quick here. Hang on, folks. Hang on, folks. There's actually a tornado warning in South Florida. But I don't know that there's actually a tornado there. Let me try this. I'm going to show you on the radar what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I mean, here, hold on. Let me show you. See, this is South Florida. This is near Fort Lauderdale. And there's a tornado warning. Expires in 12 minutes. It doesn't say that anybody's actually seen in person a tornado. So I'm not, anybody in that area should definitely take cover. But I'm not seeing on the radar the sign of like a major tornado. But I will keep an eye out for news on that. Yeah, it's been raining a ton in Fort Lauderdale. So when we came on the air, I was delayed because I was checking a couple of news stories. One story I was checking was that Fort Lauderdale has gotten like 1.5 feet of rain today or something. But, I was listening to the scanner and I was checking news reports, and I don't have there's flooding there. It doesn't appear to me so far to be catastrophic flooding. So I'm not going to cover it just because some roads are flooded. Also, I checked the weather forecast, and the rain is really supposed to die down like in an hour or so, according to the forecast I checked. So, it's something I'm keeping an eye on, but it just didn't really qualify to be, to me, to be an agenda-free TV stream. And there was also this like hostage situation like in Indiana, but that's just like, I don't cover every shooting or hostage situation. So, but I sometimes these things happen and I need to check them out. Connie says the rain stopped in Miami. April says Hollywood Airport was flooded, people stuck in cars for hours. Yeah, they had to close the airport, but again, it's like, I don't normally just cover flooding. Like, it's got to be a certain level of flooding for us to do a stream about it. But I had to check these things out. So I spent some time checking both stories out. And that's why we got on the air late, because, it's time that you will never see reflected in a live stream, but it's time I need to spend to figure out if I'm streaming on it. Excuse me. The Australia hurricane. I have not been following an Australia hurricane. Severe cyclone strengthens as storm nears Australian coast. Category 4 storm. That's from Bloomberg. That's not good. Normally, I wouldn't really do streams on... I have to hold on a second. Give me 2 seconds here. Give me 1 second here. I'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for letting me know. I just need 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Sarah says supposed to hit a Cat 5. What happened here? I might have to do one more thing. Give me one moment, please. Where is it? I know what happened. All right, I have to write myself a note to fix something after we get off the air. Kay says Fort Lauderdale had 20 inches of rain. I've seen different estimates of it. I've seen different estimates of how much they had. I said 1.5 feet, which would be 18 inches. I don't know if there's, it depends on where you are there too, probably. So, but again, I'm keeping an eye on it. I listen to the scanner. It's not, the level of flooding is not such that we would do a stream on it right now. That's the best I can tell you. Thanks, Kay, for the message. The Japan news, I didn't really think it was news. Every month or so, for like the last 5 months, North Korea frequently tests missiles. And they'll test a missile, and then Japan will sound all these sirens and tell people, you got to run and hide because the missile's going to hit. And then the missile doesn't hit inside Japan. So I don't see what happened tonight with Japan to be any different from the 6 times that's happened over the last 6 months. It's the same thing. They're testing missiles. They do that. They sounded an alarm, but they do that. Happens all the time in Japan. So it just looked to me like their usual missile test is what happened. So I didn't even tweet about it. You hear something about that cyclone. Cyclone Ilsa upgraded to Category 4 storm from The Guardian. Well, that's not much. One News New Zealand. Western Australia battens down as Cyclone Ilsa gathers strength. All right, well, I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it. I mean, if you want to know where it is, roughly speaking, you can just do this. Just go to Windy. There it is, right there. This is a. I believe Windy is not. This is not the actual radar. But that's basically where it would be there. That's off the coast of northwest Australia. West of Broome. I wonder if Australia has like a. They must. Yeah, this is it right here. They have their Australian government Bureau of Meteorology. There it is right there. Forecast track map. It says it's supposed to make landfall as a Category 4. That says 8 p.m. Australia time, April 13th. I guess that's like an 8 hours. Well, it depends actually. Which time zone is it? It's the West Coast. It's 10:13 a.m. So it's about 9-10 hours. It's supposed to get close to the coast about 9 or 10 hours. That's 2 a.m. there. So maybe landfall is more like 2 a.m. Maybe in like 12, 14 hours or something. Anyways, I will keep an eye on it. category 4. Blah, 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 blah. Thanks, everybody, for the heads up. I'll definitely keep an eye on it. King Can says, watching you from Japan, missile tests are definitely non-news anymore here. Thanks, King Can, for watching from Japan. How about that? Rocksterity is over there. Yeah, I mean, as Rocksterity points out, that's probably one of the lesser populated parts of Australia. If you look up Australia population, but there are people, I mean, Broome has over 10,000 people who live there. Australian population density map. It's from reddit.com map porn. I mean, there are people who live up there. It's not the most dense, the most densely populated is the eastern and southeastern coast. But there are people who live up there. Oops. Anyways, it's acting all weird now. But again, I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it. My computer's still acting kind of strange. Dean Sparks is watching from Mexico. I feel like we haven't even really started the stream yet, because we had the technical difficulties, and I want people mentioned the hurricane. I want to look into that. Sorry, I'm just checking for a couple things here. Then we'll actually start the stream properly. Sometimes they take a little way to get going. That's nothing. Okay, I'll will go crazy is here. Coffee is here. Chandra is here. Shane Doucette is here. And thanks to all of our mods again. Gail is here and Louise is here. Thanks to all of our mods. Lexa Fulmer, Raven Riley, Sarah, Beezy, Cynthia Moon, A Moment of Lovely. Thank you. Alaska is here. I owe someone a thank you. I owe a thank you to, hang on, if this works. Hey, thanks so much to Bev Coffin. I think Bev Coffin just made a donation. It came in like 2 minutes ago, but it could have been for Agenda Free TV, not Lookner. Either way. Fine with me either way. Thank you, Bev Coffin. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Oh, that's Bevy on Twitch. Hey, look, it's Bevy over there on Twitch. Thank you, Bevy. Bevy35353. Thanks for the donation. So nice of you. Eat Bites is here on Twitch. Chaz Wangy, Quieter, King Can, Josh Gav, got a little crowd on Twitch. Thank you, Bevy says love the channel. Well, that's so nice of Bevy. Wow, so nice of you. Yeah, Nick, I saw that thing. Nick sent me a thing from Northwestern. It said there was a shooting south of the Northwestern campus. You know, again, I don't call every shooting. I don't cover every shooting. So, you know, if I hear that there's some big, I appreciate you letting me know. If I hear there's some big event, I'll certainly cover it. But yeah, I mean, there's just so many shootings. But that Northwestern said search for suspects for a shooting south of the campus. You know, there's just so many shootings. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you sending News Tip along. Then somebody said, can you respond to tweets? I think people can respond to tweets. I'm seeing people respond to tweets, so. I was just peeking at this. This came out tonight from the Washington Post. Washington Post is reporting that leaker of U.S. secret documents worked on military base. The man who leaked these documents is a young, charismatic gun enthusiast who shared highly classified documents with a group of far-flung acquaintances searching for companionship amid the isolation of the pandemic. I'll have to read this whole thing later. I was just skimming through it. It just came out when we were on the air. The Washington Post reviewed approximately 300 photos of classified documents, most of which have not been made public. He's fit, he's strong, he's armed, he's trained, just about everything you can expect out of some crazy movie, said the person who they talked to who knows the leaker, according to the Washington Post. In a video seen by the Post, the man who the member said is OG, the source of these documents, stands at a shooting range wearing safety glasses and ear coverings and holding a large rifle. He yells a series of racial and anti-Semitic slurs into the camera, then fires several rounds at a target. Anyways, I have to think, now that there's an article by the Washington Post talking about who this person is, seems like pretty well sourced. Seems like they talked to a couple people who know who the guy is. I'm guessing he's going to get arrested soon. Anyways, that's from the Washington Post tonight. I was just peeking through it. I haven't read the whole thing. I don't think it's something I would stream on right now, but it's interesting. I don't know though. I can't tell. It's kind of a big story, but I guess the thing is, excuse me. By the way, just so you know, that the whole Northwestern thing there was no shooting at Northwestern University. As you can see from Factual News, 2 people taken to hospital after shooting near Northwestern University. No students injured with no ongoing threat to public. So there you go. The thing about the story is, it's like when I think about doing a stream, what I'm not going to do is just it's like, okay, so he worked on a military base. That's really interesting information. I don't know. I feel a little weird kind of going on the air to just read one story about him without, a lot of... there's a lot of kind of personal details about the guy. I don't know if the personal details are that big news in and of themselves. It's one thing if it's just kind of interesting to read the story, but I can't really in good conscience go on the air and say, I'm going to read this whole Washington Post story just because it's an interesting story. So... My guess is he's going to get arrested soon. Thinking about it, but I don't know, I'm kind of wishing there was a second story about it out. Dan says do it. There are certain people who, no matter what topic I bring up, say you should do a live stream on it. I hope you can you still see me and hear me? I'm going to explain to you what's going on. I think I know what's going on. So, what I believe is going on is... Yeah, what I believe is going on is... there was some sort of Windows update today. And I think what's happened is the Windows update is not playing nice with my streaming program. because the streaming program is having issues, and it usually doesn't have issues, and it just had another issue. So again, I believe that the Windows update that the streaming program, they probably need to do an update to the streaming program. And it's, in some sense, the Windows update has messed up the streaming program. No, you should be. I can see myself on YouTube and see myself on Twitch. So if you can't see me, that's on your end. Supercell Chaser says, my computer did the same thing with the Windows update. Yeah, it does look like the Windows update has messed something up. Hang on a second here. I owe a thank you too. I owe a thanks to JAD. Hey, big thanks to JAD. JAD, that's so kind of you. I missed that donation from JAD. Really appreciate it, JAD. That's so nice of you. Hang on. JAD also supports on Patreon. Really appreciate all your support, JAD. By the way, Richard Williams says yesterday was Patch Tuesday. Microsoft does it every second Tuesday of the month. Interesting. Well, the update really seems to have messed with my streaming program. Delete the most recent update. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I probably can figure it out, but I can't really do it right now anyway. So I have to imagine that's what's causing the issues. Wonder Flicker says you can restore Windows to a previous date. Well, keep using it and see how it goes. I did reboot. Still happening. Wonder Flicker is here. Dillamond is here. Groovy Goose is here. Flat Earth Awareness Administrator is here. Ruth Krafasi is here. Jojo777 is here. No, the new desk is not in this room. The new desk we'll use when we're actually in the new studio. This is interesting. Speaking of the rain in Fort Lauderdale, I just saw this. Bob Henson, who's a weather specialist, retweeted by Daniel Swaim, who's a climate specialist. He said, if confirmed, this preliminary total of 22.5 inches in just 7 hours tonight at Fort Lauderdale would obliterate the city's rainfall record for any 3 calendar days. The 3-day record for Fort Lauderdale is 18 inches. Apparently, in 7 hours tonight, they had close to 2 feet. Yeah, Craig Cece, who's a weather specialist, says with 22 and a half inches of rain at the Fort Lauderdale airport in 7 hours, this is an off the charts event going on in South Florida. On the upper bounds of a 1,000 year rainfall event, maybe once in 5,000 year event. Now, again, I have been checking. Before I came on the air, I checked on social media. I checked the Fort Lauderdale scanner. There's clearly flooding going on there, but it didn't sound to me like catastrophic flooding. So I don't cover flooding because I'd be on if I covered all cases of flooding, I'd be on the air constantly just covering flooding. I mean, I did see, a number of pictures of cars like half submerged. I know the airport. No, the Roz Alerts tweet was utterly false. I think they might have deleted it. That was just a false tweet when they said that it was 2 feet over the next 2 days. No, I checked the forecast. It said 2 inches over the next 2 days. So that tweet was false. Yeah, so, I mean, I did check. Bads Bunny says I'm living in it's in our houses. No, Bads Bunny, I don't want to minimize the flooding. And I have seen some videos of people with water in their houses. My point is, I was just saying, if for us to cover flooding on agenda-free TV, normally it's got to be at the level like maybe where it's like, completely up covering the first floor. That kind of thing. So that's just my point. I wasn't saying it's not bad. It's a very serious event, and I've been talking about it, and it's impacting people in South Florida. I'm just trying to explain why we're not covering it on agenda-free TV. So I hope you didn't misinterpret what I was saying. What's the status of your desk? Does no one check the broadcast here? That's the second question I've gotten about the desk tonight. I mean, we literally just did a whole stream where I put together the desk and talk about the desk. Right there. Right there. There it is. Yeah, Babs, I'm sorry about for anybody who lives in the Fort Lauderdale area that you're dealing with this flooding. Yeah, there's all these things I got to talk about. We just haven't had a chance. I've been talking about. There's been like a bunch of news events that I've been following, but that don't really qualify for an agenda-free TV stream, but that we've been discussing here. April Coco says, I had to catch up. ZZ Flies over there on Twitch. Eat by Tess is over there on Twitch. Who says, I watched the sponge stream, not the desk one. Neptune is here on Twitch. Okay, let's get into some of the stuff I wanted to talk about when we first started this stream, and I haven't talked about yet. Yeah, so like I just saw this. I'm kind of keeping up with some of the flooding reports. Frank Guzman, who's a reporter in South Florida, who I follow, says, spoke with someone from Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue who says the flooding near Broward Health Medical Center, the area's primary trauma center, is so severe ambulances can't reach the emergency room. The hospital is not closed, but hard to access. Yeah, there's some roads that are really flooded in Fort Lauderdale. I should check the radar, the rain radar, and see what's going on with that. Hey, Sonic is here. I will say this. The rain is supposed to get lesser tonight there in Fort Lauderdale. And if I make the radar loop longer, you'll see there was a lot more rain in the area previously. That's a 30 frame loop. Let me go back longer. Now, why my streaming program is all messed up again? Why does it keep messing up? It's really weird. See how much there is there? That radar loop starts at I can't have it. It starts at like, it's so weird. The Windows update has really messed up my streaming program. That radar loop starts at 9 p.m. That's about an hour and a half radar loop. And what you see at the start is, see all that orange there over Fort Lauderdale? And it's getting less. It's getting less. And I had checked the forecast for the hourly forecast for Fort Lauderdale. Sean says you can roll back your updates. Yeah, maybe I will. I'm not going to do it right now. Maybe I'll do it after. But I'm sure that my streaming program will just update its. They'll do an update for that. But if you look here, hourly weather forecast for Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, see, it says like 11:15, 88% chance of rain. 11:30, 64% chance of rain. Midnight, 36% chance of rain. 1 a.m., 15% chance of rain. Yeah, that is Radar Omega. It's really, my streaming program is acting all weird though, but at least it's still working. It's really weird. April Coco says, we used to live in Fort Lauderdale. I'm afraid will be more and more common due to climate change. Yeah, the last 3 hours has been like constantly people messaging me about stories that are not appropriate for agenda-free TV. Hang on one sec. I still have barely talked about anything that I actually wanted to talk about during this stream. Yeah, the hostage situation in Indiana. First of all, I just don't cover it just because it's a hostage situation, or it's like a standoff situation. I don't even know how many hostages there are, but there's like people. I think 2 people firing at officers. But the other thing is, like, if you actually listen to the scanner, I could not have that scanner on the ear. The scanner for that incident is literally like the police giving tactical information about what they're doing. Like, we're going to fire a beanbag through this window. I can't broadcast that on the air. I can't give up tactical information on the air. The criminal could just be listening to it. So that will not be, for both reasons, that will not be covered live on Agenda Free TV. I mean, I know a lot of people are listening to the scanner, but the scanner is basically like a tactical operations report about what the law enforcement is doing. I don't know if one of the, you know what's weird? Hey, I don't know if any of the Twitch mods can hear this. I don't know how to delete, I don't know how to moderate a particular comment on Twitch. I see a comment and like, am I not allowed to moderate individual comments like the moderators are on Twitch? I just don't know how to do it. Like I hover the cursor over the comment and like there's no option to delete it or anything. Am I in mod view? I thought I was. I can see who the other moderators are. Let's see. Hold on a second. Where is mod view? How do I turn on mod view? No, I am. It says edit mod view. I'm in mod view. I just don't understand it. The bottom of the chat. Now look at the top 3 dots. Oh, show mod icons. Show mod icons. Oh, Sarah, you did it. It wasn't showing the mod icons. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. Same thing with Agenda Free TV. I was like, why can't I moderate it all? My own channel. Okay, that's a really, that's very helpful. Zach, I thought you were doing a stream. Did you already do a stream, Zach? I just saw this from the Broward County Sheriff. Broward County is where Fort Lauderdale is. Zach said it's your team. Cool. Broward Sheriff says the Broward Sheriff's Office is being inundated with non-emergency 911 calls regarding the inclement weather. Remember, 911 is only to be used for true emergencies. Maybe one day we'll do a kick. Not right now, though. Zach says he will stream tomorrow. Longer fixing the AC. Tony says, known as training effect, keeps on developing over the same spot from over Fort Lauderdale. That's what Tony says. All right, let's give you some updates here. Will I be covering the launch of Starship? When do I cover a launch like that? Do I ever cover launches like that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Drop Zach's channel link. Zach can just mention, he can mention the name of his channel in the chat. Hang on, I got to do something else here. Got to do a quick check of something. Zach says it was 99 degrees where he was yesterday. Sean in Phoenix, 99 degrees yesterday. Okay, let me give you some updates on things. Can I give you some updates? First of all, I want to mention the haircut. Somebody's still messaging me about Northwestern. There's no shooting at Northwestern. Local police said like a half an hour ago there's no shooting at Northwestern, and somebody's still messaging me about it. TRK is here. So, Coley Nova 1 is here. Hey. So I want to talk just briefly about my haircut because I do have a haircut. Some of you noticed. Some of you said you liked it. And I cut it myself. But I have a big update about this for you. I have a big update. For those of you who watch regularly, you heard that I was going to try a new haircut strategy. Do you remember this, guys? Do people remember this? Rebecca is here. She says, hey, hi, hello. Linda remembers. Some of you watch regularly. Look at that. Catnip dealer remembers. Nikki remembers. Yeah, see? A bunch of you remember. Heidi Ho remembers. Leslie Diane remembers. So I have, yes, Rita, a new strategy. You know, I'm gonna get the clippers out so I can show you. I'm gonna get the clippers out so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Hang on a second here. Hold on. Hooray. So I have cut my own hair since the pandemic. During the pandemic in 2020, I bought some clippers because I didn't want to go to the barber. And I've used this ever since, which I love being able to cut my own hair. But so the way these works, it's like these are like the kind, you'd see these in a barber shop or whatever. There's different attachments which will affect how close it cuts your hair. So this currently has no attachment on it, so it'll basically shave your head. This is a long attachment. It's a number 6. So I guess it'll leave like 1.5 inches or something. I don't know. Maybe it's 3/4. I think maybe it's 1/8 of an inch. I don't know if it's 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch. Yes, it actually says right on it. Never knew what that meant. It literally says right on it the length. I never saw that. It says 6 3/4. It tells you how. I never realized that it actually said the length of the hair, 3/4. So this will leave your hair 3/4 of an inch long. This one leaves it 1/2 of an inch long. And there's numbers from 1 to, I think, even above 8. But actually, this might have come from with 1 through 8. So ever since I got this clippers, the way I've been cutting my hair is I kind of just remembered how they cut it at the barbershop. So I would use a 3 and 4 on the sides and back. So a 3 down low and a 4 all the way up. So 3 and 4 on the sides and back. And then on the top, what I would always do, because this is how they did it at the haircut places, I would use a scissors and I would cut the top with a scissors and trim it down. So I'd be using this on the side of the back and top with the scissors. And it was fine. I was able to cut my own hair, which I liked. It just was hard to get the top even. And then like hair would be sticking out on the back of the top and stuff like that. And that was the hardest part, is to get the top even and to not have it having crazy stick outs and stuff. Because you're using a scissors. So what happened is, last stream somebody asked about, I don't know how it came up, but somebody mentioned like how long these would cut your hair. And then I was saying like, I don't really know how long. I didn't even realize like it actually said on it how long it left your hair. See, it says 3/4 of an inch. And I was like, I don't know what the 6 means or the 4 means or the 8 means or the 1 means. So I looked it up, and basically they mean number of eighths of an inch. So 6 is 6/8 of an inch. And then I started thinking about it on the stream, and I was like, maybe I could use these, because when I cut my hair with the scissors on the top, I don't leave an inch. I leave like that much, because I put my fingers together and I basically cut above my fingers. So that's less than an inch. So the thought I had on the stream is, wow, maybe instead of using the scissors, I can just use one of these, because this will be longer than I normally cut it. So even if I mess it up, I can just cut it down. So my plan was to cut my hair and try not only to use this on the sides and the back, but on the top. And what I told you I was going to do is I said, I'll go to the biggest one. I'll go to number 8. And I'll try number 8 and see how that goes. And so I tried it. So unsurprisingly, because 8 is an inch long, when I used 8 on the top, it didn't cut anything off. Like I literally was going back and forth over my head with these clippers with the number 8 attachment on it, and just nothing came off, because 8 is so long. Then I went to 7, basically the same thing. Then I went to 6, kind of the same thing. So I got down to 5. And so what I ended up doing, my haircut that you're looking at, was I just took a number 5 attachment, I put it on this, and I just shaved the top. That's all I did. No scissors. I just shaved the top back and forth. And it looks good. It looks the same as it looked when I used the scissors. And I actually think it's cleaner, because when I would use the scissors, often there would be these patches where I missed and the hair would stick way up. And it looks like, to me, as I look at the back, it looks kind of all the same length. I mean, it's never going to be that great. Anyway, my hair just is not that great. But I actually think the top looks way more even than it normally does. And it was much easier to do. It was so much easier, because normally I have to take the scissors and go like this with my hair and get the hair between my fingers and try to cut it. And literally all I did was just take the thing and do this. And, you can just, if you want to cut it, you can just start with the highest setting and kind of work down one by one. And that's what I did. So you're not going to cut it that much, because if you start high up, you won't be cutting anything, and you can just gradually go down. So, yeah, Pat says more even for sure. Yeah, it looks like, my hair is not very good. So my hair you can only make look a certain way. So I guarantee you, if I went to get a haircut, I don't think it would look any better than this. Need thinning shears, says Sean. I don't want, Sean, I need all the thickness I can get at my age. Sean thinks I should cut it shorter on the sides. Well, that's how, the number 3 on the sides, 3 and 4, is what I evolved to from going to get haircuts. When I would go get haircuts, I would tell them, this is the number I want on the side. And I don't want it too short. This is kind of how I figured I like it on the side. But Zipper says, I saw you on Agenda Free TV. I thought you went to the barber. Again, it's just it's not that, it's not hard. It's just, it's 5 on the top and 4 and 3 on the sides. So, but it's so much easier. I don't know why I guess I always assumed that, I never really thought it through. And I always assumed that no matter what attachment I put on this, if I started shaving the top, it would shave way too much off. And then I actually thought it through and I was like, wait a second. The biggest attachment is way longer than my hair actually is on top. So this in theory should work, but I never tried it, but it worked. What can I say? So, that's the story of my haircut. Brad says they're numbered to prevent you from messing it up. Sean thinks that the thinning shears wouldn't detract from thickness if used appropriately. It would just give it some texture. Well, I don't know, Sean. You might be right, but at this point, I'm just happy like this. I'm fine with it like this. Yeah, I mean, it was so much easier. Wouldn't a barbershop be easier? No, because first of all, a big thing about the barbershop, like I like that I don't have to first of all, I can do it late at night, which I can't do at the barbershop. I hate having to take up time in the middle of the day. And then I can go there and maybe there's news that happens while I'm there. Also, why pay for it when I don't have to? In this way, I have much more control this way. I know what it's going to be like. I can control the length. I can fix it if I want to. Barbershop, something to get messed up. It's not going to be any better at a barbershop, I guarantee you. So I much prefer just doing it myself. And also, if I do it myself, if it gets messed up, I can just cut it in a week anyway. I do it like once a month. So yeah, I haven't gone to a barber in 3 years. Sean says you'll get better at it with practice too. Well, this is what happened. I mean, it took me 3 years to figure out that I could cut the top with the clippers. Yeah, somebody asked about the neckline. It's kind of tough. Like, obviously, I can't see back there. So what I basically do is I put the thing. I use the thing with no attachments, and I put my hand where my neckline is, and so that lets me shave my neck without hitting the neckline. Because otherwise, if you try to shave near your neckline, you'll mess it up. So I really just put my hand back there. I can feel where my neckline is, and that way I know I'm not going to actually cut into my neckline. That's how I do it. But that is a little bit of an issue because you can't. Obviously, it's really difficult to see back there. But yeah. Sean says you need a good mirror game. They sell you can buy these weird 3-sided mirrors and stuff, but I'm not going to bother with it. April says, I haven't been to a barber in about 5 years. Hetty trims my hair now. Yeah, I agree, Supercell Chasers. This would be a $20 haircut. It probably costs more than $20. Probably costs like $25. No, I did not buy a hair gown. All I do is, the hair doesn't really get all over the place. Most of it, I do it in the bathroom, and most of it goes into the sink. You shake off the hair thing. And then I'll take a vacuum and vacuum the area around. And, I can just shake out my shirt. I wear a shirt and I'll just shake it out. It really doesn't make much of a mess. It's not, because you're in a very controlled area. And most of it, again, what happens is you'll shave with this and the hair ends up on here and you just dump this into the sink. And then I don't flush it. I don't flush it down the sink, obviously. I just vacuum after and just vacuum it all up. End FX11 says, been doing mine for about 10 years. So I'm very excited though that it again, if I went to a barber and I got this haircut, I'd be like, it's fine. But I did this just by shaving. Didn't have to use the scissors once. So I'm really glad that worked out. But if you remember, I was really wondering on agenda on Lookner a couple of streams ago, will this actually work? Brad says these things are called the guards. I can actually show you the shaver I have, if I can find it here. I ordered this in 2020, in March of 2020. It cost me $40. Well, and it was shipping with everything, with tax and shipping, it was $48.42. And that was over 3 years ago. They sell this on Amazon. There you go. I'll show it to you. It's from Amazon. This is it. It's great. But heads up, guys. They sell it on Amazon, but it's third-party sellers. So I think I ordered mine directly from Remington. I make no promises to you if you order it from a third-party seller. But just so you can see what it is. Hang on here. Hang on one second. It's the Remington Virtually Indestructible Haircut Kit. Beard trimmer, hair clippers for men. 5,000 ratings. Let me see if it's still on the Remington site. As an Amazon associate, I earn for qualifying purchases. Let me actually just do this real quick. Hang on a second here. We're back. We're back. This is infuriating. This is really infuriating. Yeah, this is really infuriating. Windows updated this morning and it has messed up everything. It's either messed up my computer or messed up my streaming program, or my email program seemed to be acting crazy too. So something has happened, I believe, with the Windows update. The Windows updated earlier today, and since then, the computer keeps crashing. And it was fine before that update. That's like the third time that's happened during the stream. It's not Windows 11, it's Windows 10, but it keeps happening. So angering. No, I don't want to roll it back right now, Sean, because if I start doing that, it'll end the stream. Maybe I'll try after, but it's also very possible that this is what happens sometimes. I've had this happen before. When Windows updates, it can conflict with a program on your computer. So it might be conflicting with my streaming program. It looked like my email program was acting really weird too. So something about the update is messing everything up, but I don't know what it is. But none of these problems until after this update. TRK says, do a system restore. No. The stream is still going. I don't want the stream to completely end and have to start a new stream. So I'm going to keep going here. It's really annoying though. Big Bill says, I never update Windows right away specifically for this reason. All right, I was going to show you on the Remington site. If it's blurry, it should be fine. You should adjust the quality on your end. YouTube might be showing it to you at a lower resolution. There is a picture on Twitch. I'm watching us on Twitch. It's not blurry. It's on your end. You need to refresh or do something else. It's infuriating. Infuriating. This is an older computer too, but I mean it's got good hardware, and again the computer was working fine until this update. I wonder if it's my email. It's one of the programs, I think. WTX Railfan is here. Canadian Patriot is here. What was I going to show you here? This. Hey guys, I found the link for the Remington. Yes, this is my haircut trimmer, hair trimmer on the Remington site. This is, now I have to do this. That's the chat. That's the chat. There it is. So there is the link. I'll post the link. But this is from the Remington site. So that's the one I bought. $40. It's $39.99. And I've had it for over 3 years. It's fantastic. TRK says, I always do system restore. If the new updates give me errors in my most used program software, it always works. Will system restore work if I didn't specifically like make a backup yesterday? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just plug-in, as Robert Westbrook says. Get some good power. Yeah, price of one haircut of a barber. Well, maybe like 2 for me. Brad says, I bought one on Amazon and use it a lot. Yeah, Sonic says, I like the trimmer so much I bought the company. Good reference, Sonic. Sean says yes. When you go to System Restore, it'll be interesting. I turned my email program off, and I wonder if it might be the email program. Because that updated recently too. See, the email program is constantly running too. Well, we'll see. If it happens again without the email program running, we know it's not the email program. Yeah, you have to after every use, I put a couple drops of oil on the blades. So when I do system restore, it'll just say restore to the previous version of Windows? Is that what it'll say? It's been a little while since I did it. Sean says it's not the email program. The email program was really messing up. Something was going on. Well, we'll see. TR Key says yeah. Cheryl says, I think System Restore only goes by date. Go back to the date and time it worked right for you. I see. So I can just choose the date. Will it have saved the system then? Brad says it will not say restore to an earlier date. Well, surprise, surprise, we have conflicting information in our chat. John got rechargeable hair clippers. Sean says yes. What are you saying yes to, Sean? I don't know, because I've been saying all these things. I don't know what people are replying to. Here's an update from Reed Timmer. A lot of flooding tonight in Fort Lauderdale. So you can see here, Reed Timmer posted this. Well, Reed posted this. Hold on, where is it here? He said major flooding in Fort Lauderdale. And Maggie Dane said most every road flooded, abandoned cars everywhere. Sean says Cheryl is correct. I believe last time I checked the radar, the rain seemed to be slowing down there. It's supposed to. Yes, I am looking at the radar right now, and there's not rain over Fort Lauderdale. Let me show you this if I can. I'm worried this is going to break my computer again, because it seems like everything I do today with this new Windows update is breaking the computer. All right, here is my radar program. Ready? I hope this works. It's loading. Watch. That's too long. That's too many frames. Here's a shorter radar loop. There you go. That's the radar loop from the last hour. That's the last hour. See Fort Lauderdale there? That's good news. That's positive news. Yeah, they've had about 2 feet, I think, of rain in the last 8 hours or something. Tyrone Hicks says the same thunderstorm has sat over Fort Lauderdale all day long. Yeah, it's just for hours. It was just all orange over Fort Lauderdale. So if I went back long enough, you'd see this huge, giant orange blob there for hours. But the good news for Fort Lauderdale is you can see that there's no orange over it anymore, or yellow or green, actually. All right, well, that's encouraging. Ponicus is here. Yeah, and again, look, I did listen to the scanner. I checked social media, and I just, clearly it's raining a ton there, record rainfall, clearly a lot of flooding, but I wasn't seeing the kind of flooding that would make it so that we would be covering it on Agenda Free TV. So I checked. All I can do is check. But I looked, and I was listening to the scanner, and, it just didn't seem to me to reach that level. Where's the thing I was listening to? Oh, the scanner's offline now. That's interesting. I was listening to the Fort Lauderdale scanner right before we came on the air, and the scanner is offline now. Well, there you go. Yeah, as Tyrone says, the airport closed there. All right, let's see here. Craig CC, who's a weather specialist, just posted this. He said, Canadian radio TV guy, are you just not listening to me? Do you have your sound off? I literally just did like a 5-minute explanation of why we would not be covering this on AFTV. And you write, are you going to cover this on AFTV? You must have your sound. Maybe your speakers aren't working. Craig Cece says, how much rain is 22.5 inches? It's what Fort Lauderdale averages in the entire, in the entire 7-month period from November to May. Instead of 7 months, it fell in 7 hours. It is also more than the annual rainfall averages of Denver, Los Angeles, San Francisco, or Salt Lake City. Oh, Canadian guy got here, radio TV guy got here late and missed the explanation. You must have just got here, because I just did it. All right, well, sorry. Didn't realize you had just gotten here. I don't know what this is. Philip Lewis just posted this per Jamie from Jamie Foxx's daughter, Corinne. We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. So I don't know what to make of that. I hope he's okay. All right, I got a couple things I got to mention here. I'm not even getting to anything. We have covered so little during this stream. Oh, hey, thanks to Gary Wiebert /Beatnik for your donation. That's very kind of you, Gary Wiebert /Beatnik. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Very nice of Gary. There keeps being like news stuff that doesn't count as something we would cover on Agenda Free TV, but that I want to mention. Keep getting hung up on it. Hang on here. Now my Firefox is acting all weird. There we go. Now it's back. Yeah, I think Firefox is messing things up. See, I turned on my Firefox browser And then I get a message saying high CPU usage detected. Just because I turned on Firefox. It's really weird. Firefox is weird. It's been weird on this computer. Okay. Let's see. What was I going to do? We've done so little tonight. Geez, we have done so little. This computer, I mean, it's got good specs, but it is, I got this computer. I can tell you when I got it. It's maybe just possible that I shouldn't be using this computer in here anymore. This computer I bought, I want to say it's 5.5 years old. But let me just double check this. Yeah, this computer I ordered in October of 2017. Normally, I mean, the specs are still quite good on it, but normally when I use computers, after a certain amount of years, it ends up being time. Thanks, Dan, for the suggestion. I'm not going to start diagnosing it now because then we'll go down that, and I don't want to go down that road right now. There is a Firefox issue that's being addressed by Microsoft. Oh, what is... Look. Microsoft deigns to fix 5-year-old Defender bug that slowed Firefox. That's from a day ago, from the Register. After 5 years, Microsoft has addressed a bug in Windows Defender antivirus that led to high CPU usage and wasted electricity for users of Firefox. I don't know if that's what was causing my thing, though. Seems like this has been going on for years. Microsoft patched the bug in its March 2023 Defender update, which was released yesterday on the platform as a whole. I wonder if that patch messed up my computer. That was yesterday. That might have been when my computer updated Windows. So, ugh. Because what happened is the last time I rebooted my computer during this stream, because my computer was having issues, I hadn't turned Firefox on, and I opened Firefox like 5 minutes ago, and as soon as I opened Firefox, my streaming program said high CPU usage detected just from opening Firefox. And when I opened Firefox, it took a minute before the websites actually would load. So there's something. Is Firefox updated? Normally it updates on its own, but I'll have to check it, Sean. I can check it. I hope it doesn't mess up the computer. All right, here's a risk. I'm going to open Firefox again and check if it's updated. It's up to date. It is up to date. That opened fine, though. That opened fine. I just opened it and it opened fine. I have had some problem. Well, no. That was weird when I opened it up. Who knows? Let's see here. Can I We haven't gotten to anything I actually wanted to do tonight, basically. We've talked about, I wanted to talk about the haircut, and we talked about the haircut. That's basically it. I want to give you an update on the Sean tie. I want to give you an update on a package MJ sent me. Is MJ still even watching? I'm going to give you an update on the Sean. Let me just mention the Sean tie situation. A deodorant review, too. I wanted to talk about the deodorant, too. I did. MJ's here. Good. Yeah, there's so much to catch you up on. All right, well, first of all, I want to mention the deodorant. Let me do that first. Let me go get it so I can show it to you. Long story short, hold on. Long story short, I used Speed Stick regular deodorant forever and ever and ever. And then it got to the point where I couldn't even smell it anymore. And I didn't know if it was something with my smell, getting used to it, or like they had changed the formula. And I, for the first time, like in years and years and years and years, tried a new deodorant, which was a new version of Speed Stick, which I like better. But then MJ sent me this other kind of deodorant, which we talked about last stream or the stream before, called Everyman Jack. And it's aluminum free, and it's like a company. It's kind of a little more fancier company, like they sell these for $8 or something like that. MJ sent me a couple of them. I am really enjoying this. I can smell it now. When I first opened it a couple of days ago, I couldn't smell it initially. Now I smell it. It smells good, and it kind of feels like refreshing for your armpits. It has some different stuff in it. But it's kind of like menthol-y feeling for your armpits, kind of like cooling and refreshing. And I really enjoyed the smell, and it's just something different. I used the same deodorant for years and years and years. So, I don't know if you'd like it. It kind of almost feels like you're using, even though it's a stick, it kind of feels like you're using a roll-on. It's a little more moist than the Speed Stick. I really like it. I really am enjoying it. But I was so used to the same deodorant. So maybe I just got too used to that one deodorant. Supposedly, if you use the exact same deodorant, it'll kill off the bacteria it kills off, and then those bacteria, your underarm will be taken over by bacteria that are like resistant to it, the one you're using. Anyways, so I really like this, but I thank MJ for getting me to try something besides Speed Stick. It's called Everyman Jack. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you the link. I'll show you the link. But anyways, I'm really liking it, and actually, it smells nice. I can smell it now. MJ said, use it for a week. She said, use it for a week. And I said, fine. And I've been using it for several days and really enjoying it. This is what MJ sent me. She sent me the 2-pack. I don't want to go all over this again because we spent all this time on it before. I don't want to do the exact same segment again. But here is the Everyman Jack men's deodorant. Fresh scent. I just posted the link. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. But their big thing is, like, they say they use like natural ingredients, naturally derived, outdoor inspired. We use as many naturally derived and plant-based ingredients as possible. That's what they say. It's fresh scent is the one I'm using. Anyways, feel free to try it or not. But I guess my overall message is, if you've always been using the same deodorant, you may want to switch it up. Does it work? My underarms smell good. It smells like a fresh scent. Ponicus says, to me, natural deodorant means it doesn't work. I haven't had any complaints, and I do... it does. When I smell my arm, I can smell if my armpits smell bad. They don't smell bad because I know when I smell, and if I smell it now, I get the fresh scent. Oh, Sean says Every Man Jack makes shampoo and body soap too that I have used and like. Maybe one day I'll try their body wash. I'm kind of getting into body washes a little bit. Oh, Sean says caffeine is an ingredient. You don't do caffeine? Well, that's interesting. I don't like this. Is it filling me with caffeine? It has caffeine. No. Uh-oh. I might have to stop using it. I didn't know that before. I don't do caffeine, but I didn't know that they had it in deodorant. Oh boy. This is a disaster. I wonder how much it is. April Coco says you were tricked in caffeine. Tricked into having caffeine. I'm looking for something about, I just saw this. So I went to I see a Facebook link for Lume deodorant. Lume deodorant 2020, Cindy Ritchie says, why does your deodorant have caffeine in it? Does that impact caffeine levels like oral intake? Lume deodorant. Hi, Cindy. Great question. Caffeine makes Lume deodorant more effective. It's the science behind Lume that makes us different. Ugh. And then it says, hold on, I haven't logged in. The caffeine percentage is low and intended to be effective at skin level. Caffeine's ability to be absorbed by the skin and enter the bloodstream is poor and immeasurable at the percentages we use in our cream. So they claim that this is a different deodorant, that they use caffeine, but that it's effective at skin level and there's a immeasurable amount absorbed into the bloodstream. That's what they say. That's what they said. That's Lume deodorant who said that. Lume or Lume or whatever it is. I wonder if it's the same for Every Man Jack. Wait, Kay says that's what my son orders? Every Man Jack or Lume, Kay? Yeah, Sean says it didn't really say why it was used. I have to imagine, just from the amount of deodorant you actually put on your armpits, it's not like that much in terms of volume, right? Think of when you put the deodorant on your armpits, how much is actually there? What is it, a couple drops worth or something? Here's something about caffeine and deodorant. Look at this. This is very interesting. From Pori website. Pori. Sweated out aluminum versus caffeine. Aluminum in deodorant has been a hot topic for decades. Aluminum is used in traditional deodorants as an antiperspirant that helps you sweat less by blocking your pores. But the reason it's so stinking notorious is because research has shown that aluminum may be linked to cancer and other things. By the way, I don't believe there's like conclusive evidence that the aluminum. I've read articles saying that aluminum. There isn't conclusive evidence that aluminum is really harmful in deodorant. But that aside, I want to see what it says about caffeine. They say we swap out the antiperspirant properties of aluminum for caffeine, a safe and natural astringent that helps slow sweat by blocking the openings of your sweat ducts, keeping you dry and comfortable all day long. But this is not an antiperspirant. It's a deodorant. We want the items you use on your body and around your home to be safe as they can be. Right. So I think Speed Stick probably has aluminum in it. Anyways, that gives a little more explanation of what it's supposed to do. Or does maybe Speed Stick doesn't have deodorant? I guess Speed Stick doesn't have aluminum in it. I just looked it up. It looks like they don't have it in it. Anyways, now I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about this stuff. Erica, who's a pharmacist, says you would need a ton of caffeine to absorb by skin to even get a cup of coffee worth. We actually learned about it in pharmacy school. He was like, you'd have to make a whole suit of it. A cup of coffee is a lot of caffeine, though. Sean says, I don't know what to think. Here's an article from UPenn Medicine. Is deodorant harmful for your health? Aluminum compounds are used extensively in cosmetic and pharmaceutical products and antiperspirants, not just deodorants. Aluminum salts are the ingredients that prevent sweating. Okay. Does that mean dissolved aluminum salt will be absorbed and trapped into your body? UPenn says... Recent research suggests that frequent use of antiperspirants can cause aluminum to accumulate in breast tissue, but that doesn't prove that aluminum salts can cause breast cancer. In fact, breast cancer tissue does not seem to contain more aluminum than normal breast tissue. Usually, excess aluminum is filtered out of your body by kidneys. Okay. Anyways, that's something about aluminum from Penn Medicine. The thing is that this is not marketed as an antiperspirant. So if the caffeine is supposed to be doing what aluminum does, that would be helping it to keep you from sweating. But that's not what this is. That's not what this is marketed as. It's just marketed as a deodorant. Yeah, I don't know what to think now. I don't know what to think about this now. Sean, good eye. Maybe a bunch of the natural deodorants have caffeine in it. Because I've just shown you a couple of them. I think I just showed you 3 of them. Right? There's the Pourri site that said they have caffeine. Right. Loom deodorant, Pourri, Pourri, says we swap out the antiperspirant properties of aluminum for caffeine. And then Loom deodorant said they use caffeine. And Everyman Jack deodorant uses caffeine. Youth says Lookner in shambles. Yeah, I don't know what to think. But it looks like maybe what the deal is that these deodorants, these natural deodorants that don't use aluminum use caffeine. It was too good to be true, this deodorant. I liked it so much. Here's another site. Look at this one. Look at this one, guys. Dr. Tusk Natural Deodorant. I just found this one. Dr. Tusk Natural Deodorant. They sell it for $30. They say, I think it mentions caffeine. It shouldn't be. Yeah, right here. Our natural proprietary blend of hemp and caffeine fights body odor all day. Erica says, what are you exactly worried about? Good question. So I gave up caffeine about 5 years ago because I was drinking a lot of soda and I became kind of it would have really powerful effects on me and I would have headaches when my body was addicted to caffeine and I would have like mood swings and get headaches when I don't have it. And I just gave it up because I don't want to go back to having caffeine. So I guess my concern would be is that by using deodorant, there would be a significant amount of caffeine ingested in my body. as if I was drinking something with caffeine in it. That would be my concern. Now, Erica's a pharmacist, so she probably could answer something about this. April Coco says, I like Tom's unscented all natural. I wonder if that has caffeine in it. Tom's unscented. Ingredients. Tom's unscented. Doesn't seem to say caffeine there, does it? Not there. I'm waiting to see what Erica says. ZZ Fly says, I also use Tom's unscented. Erica says, I found the study on how much you absorb, but it's super technical. But someone did the math. You'd have to fully submerge in a high concentration solution of caffeine for at least 3 hours to get a cup of coffee. But I don't even want like an eighth of a cup of coffee. You see what I'm saying? A cup of coffee is more than a cup of soda. April says, Tom says a slight lemon scent, even though it says unscented. So getting a cup of coffee to me is not the bar. It's lower than that. Brad says aluminum-free deodorants do not block perspiration, so your sweat flows freely with no blockages or interruption to your natural body function. Yeah, so I'm a little confused because I have always used deodorant and not antiperspirant because I didn't want to block my sweat. It appears that maybe this deodorant has antiperspirant properties because it does have caffeine. Because I never use antiperspirants. Because I don't want to block my body from sweating in my underarms. So I don't know what to do now. I just don't know what to do. I wonder what MJ thinks about all this. I don't know why, if they're using caffeine to block your pores, they don't call it an antiperspirant deodorant. I wonder if they specifically offer Everyman Jack an antiperspirant. Yeah, see, they do. They do. Look at this. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Everyman Jack offers an antiperspirant. See, look. Everyman Jack, that says antiperspirant right on it. Odor and wetness protection. The one I have that MJ got me does not say that on it. I'm still going to use it some. I'll mix it in with some of mine. I am liking it. John NS says, MJ says, do whatever you want. Thank you, MJ. This has been very enlightening. Wow. Al says, I have sandalwood scent for my shaving cream. Amazing scent. April says, maybe the charcoal counteracts the caffeine. You're getting way beyond me. Erica said, I would say rough, maybe getting a sip of it. It's not a high concentration. It's a small area, but I would not be worried. Thank you. Youth 1993 is here. John NS says, see if they offer caffeine free. Wow. Now every time, I was so happy using this. I was looking forward to it every day. And now when I use it, I'm going to be like, wait a second, am I getting caffeine? And am I preventing my underarms from sweating? Oh no. What can I do? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sean, you've burst my bubble. This is a very interesting discussion. Very interesting discussion about natural deodorants. Interesting to me. I don't know if it's to you. Okay, so we talked about that. So my deodorant crisis has returned. I really appreciate MJ sending it along, though. MJ has opened my mind to new deodorant forms and new deodorant options. Maybe that's why it felt like a roll-on. Aren't roll-ons like usually antiperspirants and not deodorants? And I was like, this kind of feels like a roll-on. Oh, Kimberly Barr said, I sent you a message that has a tracking number on it. I got some packages here, but I got to go through and check them out. Oh, Joe's Crayons sent a picture in. Hang on a second. Let me show Joe's Crayons picture. One moment here, guys. I got to show Joe's Crayons picture. Joe's Crayons said, back in the 2000s, Pringles used to have something called Pringles Prints with questions and answers on each Pringle. Is that true? So I thought of it and decided to draw something awesome compared to that with this. So it's Pringles with Lookner questions and answers. What is agenda-free TV about? News and coverage, it says. What do viewers like about agenda-free TV, about Steve? The fun streams and everything. Wow, that's nice. Nice job with the Pringles drawing. Joe's Crayons. Joe's Crayons sent another drawing in recently. He did one for Easter. This is Joe's Crayons drawing from Easter. Look at that. It says Lookner on it. Very nice. By Joe's Crayons. I don't know about that Pringles Prince, though. Never heard of that. I'll have to look that up. Kimberly says the package will be there Friday. Awesome. Guys, Pringles Prince is a real thing. Pringles Prince is a real thing. No joke. Pringles Prince. No joke. Look at this. Pringles Prince. It says BrentStafford.com. What is Pringles Prince? It's the revolutionary new technology from P&G for the Pringles brand. It allows words and images to be printed directly on the Pringles crisps. What in the world? Beth says she remembers. That's from BrentStafford.com. On Reddit r/nostalgia subreddit, Pringles Prints. They had stuff printed on them. MJ remembers them. I never remember them. Wow. Fear Before Flame says it was in the 90s. Hetty says, never saw that before. Very cool. Excuse me. Bless you. No, not bless you. You say bless you to me. I was going to say excuse me. Sarah says, yum blue dye. Hey, thanks to all our moderators. Sarah and BZ moderating right now. K Body moderating. Thank you. Raven Riley. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A Moment of Lovely. I said bless you when I sneezed, even though you're supposed to say bless you. Okay. Wow, Pringles Prince. Did I list K Body too? K's moderating too, thank you. All right. So we mentioned Joe's Crayons. All right, I want to talk about. I got to give you an update on Sean's tie in the MJ package. Let's see here. One moment, please. I just saw this post about Fort Lauderdale. Jeff Piotrowski retweeted this account, Florida Drone Cleaning LLC Douglas Thrawn, which said, downtown Fort Lauderdale right now. Miami gets flooding like this. I mean, Fort Lauderdale, by the way, had about 24 inches or something, 23 inches of rain in like 7 hours, which is like easily a record there. Okay, let's talk about. Hang on one moment, guys. Just catching up a little bit here. Okay, let's talk about the Sean Tai thing. Just an update on the Sean Tai situation. Oh, let me make sure. Is Sean there? Sean, are you still with us? Sean, are you still with us, Sean? Paging Sean TV. Hey, Makawaka is here. Makawaka's over here on YouTube tonight. Let's see here. Paging Sean. I got a Sean Tai update. Oh, Sean is here. Oh, am I going to the marathon Monday? Andrew says, yeah, the Boston Marathon. I'll stop by the Boston Marathon. A couple years ago, I tried to do a live stream from the Boston Marathon. It's hard because so many people are out there with their cell phones that you get a really bad signal. So I may try to do a live stream from the marathon, but it may not work because in my town, the cell signal isn't great anyway. And just when you have these crowds out there, it tends to not work well. So I tried to do like 2 years ago, and it was just did not work well. But we'll see. So Sean sent me a Gucci tie. I've never had Gucci anything. Sean sent me a lovely Gucci tie, this light blue tie, which we talked about on a previous stream. But what happened is, when I tried it, ties are very tough to have work on the ear. Joel, I don't know if my town, the cell signal is just not that great for whatever reason around here. So I don't know. I'm skeptical. Anyways, but we'll see. Erica says Smancy. Yeah, so Erica says Smancy and Supercell Chaser says Schmancy. So anyways, when I tried that tie in the studio, it reflected too much light. It's really nice. It's a light blue, but it's kind of reflective. And in the studio, it's giving off too much light. So it gets washed out. It looks like white practically. So I talked to Sean about it, and we said maybe I can exchange one. So we're gonna try a different one. I called Gucci today because the online chat didn't work. So the one that Sean got me is that one. No, is it that one? Yeah, it's like this nice light blue with interlocking G's tie. That's the one he got me. But again, I had to call their customer service number because the chat wasn't active. And it was like, how can I provide you with what was the name they use? It wasn't even customer. It was like client support or something like that, whatever they said. So this was a cool tie, very cool tie from Sean, but unfortunately it doesn't work in the studio right there. So what I did is the one I'm going to go with and try, Sean and I asked Sean what he thought about that, and he thought this was a good choice. Well, I gave him a couple of choices, and I agree with the one he said. The one he suggested we try, along with me, is this one. Hang on. It is a darker tie. It's like a dark navy, which is good. That works better in my studio. But if you look close up, it's got the G's. It's kind of a subtle line pattern. I like subtle for my studio. And it's got the G's in there. But it's pretty subtle, which I think is good for the broadcast. So we're going to try this one. Sean says, I like the G's. That's why I preferred it. Yeah, no, okay. Another one didn't have the G's. But the G's aren't ostentatious. I don't even know if you'll really be able to see the G's on TV. But it's not like showy. I think, hopefully this works because I really like it. I've never had Gucci anything. But that's so Sean sent me the mailing label because they emailed it to him. So I need to I got to send the current one back, and then they will send me the new one. Connie Ori says, dark navy classy. Tyrone says, what's up, G? Flor Moreno says, I like the subtle G's. Me too. I don't like the large logos. Robin says, very nice tie. But for the studio, Hollywood reseller for the studio, dark colors work better than light. Reflective is bad. If it's too complex, that can be bad. It all just depends on how it works with the lighting in the camera. Lori Torres says nice. Yeah, Andrea B says, what a wonderful gift. Well, we'll do very nice of Sean. We'll do an unboxing. We'll do it on his own line of ties. Yeah, if I had like 10 million subscribers, that would be the thing I came out with his ties. I'd get like some company to make some. But I really appreciate Sean sending that, and the whole process probably can take a couple weeks or something. Red ties, they don't usually look that great. I've tried them. It's tough. Oh, are there floating emojis on this broadcast? I didn't even know that. They didn't give me an option to turn it off. I'm not seeing them in the chat, though. I'm not seeing them in the chat. Some people are seeing them? What are good colors for the studio? Sean says. Blue, purple. If like yellow can work, but it's got to be a duller yellow. Anything too bright or too light doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that well. I have some plaid ties which work fine. It's just they're not bright color. They're more kind of subtle color, or if that's the way to describe it. Anytime anything's too bright or reflective, though, that's bad. And if it's too light, even with shirts, if it's too light, it'll get washed out by the lighting. Will it change if we get a different camera? I don't know, Sean. I mean, the camera I have is pretty good. I don't know that the camera will change it. I mean, maybe you can mess around with the lens, but part of it's the lighting too. I mean, there's bright lighting in there, so it's going to reflect this lighting. Some ties are more reflective, and they really reflect the lighting. The fabric is reflective. So some people are saying that if you go and watch on like an iPhone, the reactions are turned on. Oh yeah, I'm watching on my iPhone. You can they only give you 5 reactions. I read about this. Heart, they're all positive. Heart, smiley face, party. Oh no, 100, and then kind of like a face where you're like, what? That's the one not positive one. So yeah. I turn those off on agenda-free TV, but I think they've actually decided now to they're giving them to all channels. But unfortunately, you have to manually turn them off every time. You can't set it to not have them on. I don't mind them on a Lookner, though. I just saw it on my iPhone, though. What are my hopes for the future of agenda-free TV? Keep covering more news stories. That's my quick answer. Yeah, I like covering news and bringing news to more people. Hopefully more people find the channel. That's from Bolo Santosi asked me that. How is my tie rack? I have those things. I have these. You hang it on a coat hanger. You hang it on a clothing bar, like in your closet, and it has a bunch of notches. I'll show you what I use. It's pretty basic for my ties. My hand, that is from using a screwdriver constantly when I put together the desk on the previous stream. I had a blister. Oh, we got to open something while we're on the air. Something I ordered for myself. We got to open that. I use these things for my tie. It's currently unavailable. They're not perfect, but they do the job. These kind of things. As an Amazon associate, I earn for qualifying purchases. You can see the idea of them. So, if I had a huge closet, I would nail something to the wall that had a lot of hooks on it. But for my purposes now, that's what I use. Okay. I want to mention something. Enjoy your new phone, Canadian Patriot. I want to mention something. MJ sent me. So there was this thing that happened where MJ sent me something that was perishable. But I didn't realize it was perishable. So, and I would have maybe picked it up last week, but we had to cover news. So I didn't get over to the UPS store for a couple days. And then when I finally found out it was perishable, it was several days after it arrived. So, but I was hoping it could be saved. I was hoping it could be saved. So I went to the UPS store yesterday. I think MJ is still here, right? I believe. So, yeah, Kay says I was afraid to ask about that package. I was hoping like, all right, it's perishable, but maybe it's, MJ said it had to be put in the freezer, but I figured maybe it's something that like over a course of a couple of weeks will get bad. So I go to pick it up at the UPS store on Monday. It's MJ says, I don't believe it was your fault because they kept changing the delivery date 3 times. Thank you, MJ. MJ, the other package hasn't shown up yet, by the way. I just checked the other one. So anyways, thank you, MJ. It's very kind of you. I go to pick up the package and I'm hoping like it's something that can be saved. And they hand me this box, and the box has a big label on it which says, freeze after delivery. That's what it says, freeze after delivery, right? So, but I'm like, okay, well, maybe this will still work out. And I get it home, and I open it up, and it smells so disgusting. It smells really bad. And I open it up, and in a bag, it's basically like a leg of lamb. That I'm sure was amazing lamb. And it's in a bag, so it's not leaking. It's not leaking, but it was so foul smelling because it'd been sitting in the UPS store for like 4 days. And it was surrounded by these bags which said dry ice on them, but there was no more dry ice left. So there was dry ice in there, and it had this foam packaging. So when it got there, I'm sure there was still dry ice in there. But by the time I opened it, there was no dry ice. There was just empty plastic which said dry ice on it. So it's very sad. But it was real. Like I couldn't even throw it. I had to take it to like one of the city garbage barrels and dump it in there. MJ, thank you. MJ says the other food package should be there tomorrow. So she sent me another one, and it's supposed to get here tomorrow. And I told her I'll go, as long as there's not news that I'm covering, I will run to the UPS store and pick it up when it gets there. The other one has not gone here. So anyways, but I just didn't realize that it needed to get picked up. But the day it came, I think, was the day we were covering news, and I didn't get over there. I wouldn't have gotten over there anyway, I don't believe. So it was disgusting. It was like, by the way, somebody would have had to told me how to cook this thing, because I don't know how to cook lamb. But I'm sure it was good lamb. By the way, a quick thanks to our viewer. Thanks to our viewer. Hold on. Where's the name here? Visu 444. I don't even know where Visu 444 is. Visu 444 made a donation. I don't even know what the currency symbol is for Visu 444. Where is Visu? Maybe Visu will say. Oh, Kay says go to your brother's house. Yeah, my brother could help cook the lamb. That's true. Dead Pirate says I should make shawarma. I've never made shawarma. Is that a big involved thing? It sounds like an involved thing. That would take a lot of time. Oh, it was India. Is Visu in India? That's super cool. Joel says it's super easy. You slow cook it. Cook lamb. How to cook lamb. I don't even know. Roast lamb? It depends on what you're cooking, doesn't it? I don't know. Dead Pirate says lamb or is less than an hour or shawarma. I have no idea how to cook lamb. And it was like a leg of lamb. Well, we'll see what's in the second package from MJ. Yeah, I mean that is a, as Jaron mentions, it's a possible. It's a possible obstacle that can get in the way if you send me something perishable that I have to cover news and I can't pick it up. You know. Okay. But this wasn't like lamb chops. It was like a big thing. I guess it's I don't know what it is. It was a big hunk of lamb. That's what it was. Kimberly Barr, I'm using your lamb lip balm. Okay. You know what I want to do? There's something else I want to do on this stream. So thanks for MJ for sending that along. I really appreciate it. Sorry we had a kind of a communication mix-up, but I really appreciate MJ sending it. I can see on the receipt what it describes it as. And there's something I ordered for myself that I want to open. I do this thing where I order stuff for myself and I want to open it on the air. So I'm gonna show you something I ordered for myself. Hold on. One moment here. MJ, the thing. Okay, the name of the thing that MJ sent me was American Lamb Ossobuco. American Lamb Ossobuco. I don't know what Ossobuco is. Oh, thanks, MJ. MJ says you might need to get your brother to help you cook some of what's in the next perishable package. Okay. Now the problem is hopefully I can put it in the freezer, MJ, because my brother is going to be very busy the next couple weeks. So I know he can't do it the next couple weeks. But also I hope there's room in my freezer for it. That's another thing. Let's hope it fits in the freezer. Thank you, MJ. I really appreciate it. Ossobuco is a specialty of Lombard cuisine of cross-cut veal shanks braised with, well, that's... The thing I got was just lamb. I think. It said American Lamb Ossobuco, but it looked like it was just like a cut of lamb. Maybe I'm wrong. MJ would know. Did you send me a dish? It looked like it was just a piece of lamb. Oh, this is something from Malini Black Angus Beef. Ossobuco recipe. Quite literally known as hollow bones or bones with holes, ossobuco is actually slow braised veal or beef, which would blah, 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 blah. The cut of beef is around an inch or an inch and a half thick portion of from shank. I don't know what this means. Yeah, MJ says it was just lamb, what she sent me. Okay. Flora says it was delicious. How is the new desk? I haven't been using it. The new desk is in an empty room. I have to set up the room before I can use it. But thanks for asking, AJ Rods. All right. I'm going to show you something that I got. This is the segment, Things I Bought for Myself, where I show you what I'm buying for myself. So on today's Things I Bought for Myself, what I'm going to talk about is, hang on one second and I'll tell you. High CPU usage detected. Why is that happening? So weird. Why is it detecting high CPU usage? From what? Why is there high CPU usage? Central processing unit, right? No, it just started happening. Once in a while it says this. Can I go to Task Manager? If I go to Task Manager, the problem is that, hold on. Okay. I'm going to Task Manager. Something is using up tons of resources on this computer. Why? I don't know. Yeah, why is CPU at like 75%, 84%? For what? What is using it? Oh. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know what normally uses things. Chrome is using like an enormous amount of memory. Sorry. My Chrome browser all of a sudden started using an enormous amount of memory. I closed a few windows, but not that many windows were open. I'm looking at processes. It's really weird. Chrome seems to be using just a crap load of memory. Well, maybe, I don't know why it's using that much. Maybe because I have some things open there. Well, anyway, it's working. Everything's working. No, my bit rate is not too high. My bit rate is what I've been using for years. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, so what I'm going to, I'll leave it open and look at it really quick if it happens again, as Dan suggested. Thank you. Now it's a little bit back to normal. Anyways, all right. What I want to show you is, can I show you this thing? Can I finally show you this thing? Okay, so one of you guys sent me, like 2 or 3 months ago, one of you sent me a silicone baking sheet, which is, you know, so when you cook, you put stuff on foil, or when you bake, you put stuff on foil, or when you heat stuff up, you don't put it right on the pan, you put it on foil, or you put it on like parchment paper. Well, a silicone baking sheet is like a washable thing, kind of feels like rubber, and you can put it on your baking sheet and you cook with it, and then you just rinse it off, or you put it in the dishwasher, and then you can just use it again. And somebody sent me one like 2 or 3 months ago, and I was using it all the time, and I really liked it. But I did the dishes last week, and I put it in the dishwasher, and I put it on the bottom rack, and I guess I didn't really put it there securely, because when I opened the dishwasher, it was on the bottom of the dishwasher, and like it had gotten like burned, like it fell down to the bottom of the dishwasher, which like destroyed it. So I needed to order a replacement. Hetty says we use parchment paper, and I like parchment paper, but it was fun to use this silicone baking sheet because I could just reuse it. I like being able to wash it and reuse it. So what I decided to order is replacement silicone baking sheet. And I actually found one on Amazon, which is made by this company I like that makes other things that I've ordered, called Gorilla Grip. So I'm going to show you the things I ordered, and then we're going to open it up and see how it looks. And I got 2 of them. So then I can use 2, and I don't have, maybe they can, if I use one, I don't have to wash it off. I can put it in the dishwasher and then use the other one. So Tispri says silicone baking sheets are great. Look, Gorilla Grip, there it is, 2-pack. Gorilla Grip silicone baking sheets. I like Gorilla Grip. I got small ones because I use like a quarter pan or a quarter baking sheet to heat stuff up. So I got a smaller size. And this is what they look like. You can see it says non-stick silicone, heat resistant, BPA free, dishwasher safe. Whenever I heat stuff up, I put it on, either I was using foil and parchment paper, but now I use this. Easy cleanup. Ooh, they have a video. Whoa, 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 whoa. There it is. That's what it looks like. Flora says it's a great place for 2. Yeah, it's a small ones. See, look. Oh, you made cinnamon rolls. You made cinnamon. Oh, it's dirty. Oh, you made cookies. Oh, you made fish. Put it in the dishwasher. Just put it in the dishwasher. Or you can use a sponge. Anyways. They make all kinds of products at Gorilla Grip. I have their oven mitts, and I have something else by them. Anyways, all-purpose mat. I have their oven mitts, which I like. They're a little thick, but I have them. I have something else by them, too. Anyways. Oh, cutting boards. I like their cutting boards a lot. I have their cutting boards. I don't even know which ones do I have. I think I have those. That's the one I have. #1 bestseller in cutting boards, guys. Check that out. #1 bestseller. 50,000. Those are the ones I have, that exact set. I've had it for years. I love it. Gonna put that in the chat. 3 different sizes. Actually, I think I have some blue and some black. I might have a mix set. Anyways, I do have Gorilla Grip cutting boards, and some of them are that blue color with the white. I'll put that in there. You can look up those if you want. They make good cutting boards. #1 bestseller on Amazon. Okay, so now, guys, it's the moment you've been waiting for. Carl Fault says go for it. It's the moment you've been waiting for when I open my Gorilla Grip silicone baking sheets. Isn't this exciting? It's things I ordered for myself. Oh my gosh, it comes in another box. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Silicone baking mat. There's the gorilla. All right, here we go. Do they make one for an air fryer? What, a baking mat? I don't know. I haven't used... I still have to open the air fryer that MJ sent me. Hold on, I got to get my opener to open this up. Hold on, one moment. Is it microwave safe? Are these microwave safe? That I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. I don't know if it's for the microwave. I'm guessing possibly not, but I don't know. I don't know that there's a real answer on here, but none of it says microwave safe. So, Moo Voodoo says probably not silicone made for ovens and stoves. Here we go. Daddy Dino is here. Daddy Dino. This thing won't open. It will not open. It's just really... Oh, here we go. Let's see how they look, guys. Let's see how they look. I'm opening the two... Oh, I like the color. Pretty. I got to just not destroy this like the other one. Like the other ones. All right, here we go. I got two of them. They're sticking to the plastic. Things I got for myself. Things I got for myself. I bought this for myself. Thanks to me for getting this for me. Wow. I like the color. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of a gray and brown color. There's two of them. I mean, it looks... Oh, and there's a little gorilla. Gorilla Grip. There you go. Well, it looks like it fits right in my... This is... When I heat stuff up like a chicken breast, I just use a small pan. I have a bigger pan, but I pretty much use this for like reheating things. Like I'll reheat a chicken breast or I'll reheat a piece of pizza or something. I don't have one of these. Oh, the person who sent me the original one sent me, it was a combination. It was one small one and one bigger one, which fit in my bigger pan. But what happened is when I was dating my girlfriend, she used a bigger pan, so I gave her that one to use. And like she gave me this ice tray. And as some of you know, we stopped seeing each other a couple weeks ago. It's all good. It's just we were kind of at different life places. But we kind of left it that she would keep the bigger one of these and I would keep the ice tray. So we made a trade. So I no longer have the bigger one of these. So if I ever want to cook something on the big sheet, I would have to get another one of these to use on the big sheet, although I could use just parchment paper too or foil. So anyways, I'm going to have to try these. I'll let you know how these are. But they look like they should. They look nice. Looks like it would fit in a toaster oven. I think it's a little bigger for a toaster oven tray, but I don't know. The ice tray was like a fun ice tray. It was like a custom ice tray that made with really big cubes. So it was like actually a fair trade, I think. Anyways. Remember to use your Sharpie to remind you who gave it to you. I'll write on the box, me. See, I just wrote me on the box. That's who gave it to me, me. Okay. guys. Tispre says silicone muffin pans are dope too. It's not my birthday yet. We're getting close. It's not my birthday yet. Thank you, NWO Javier. Maurice says, I bought those for my mom in 2018. You mean silicone baking sheets? I hope she liked them. All right. You know, I got to say, since I didn't open my email program, the computer's working a little bit. I wonder if the Windows update messed with the email program, or there's some kind of weird conflict there. Barbara says you can write yourself a thank you note. All right, guys, it's 12:37. It's flown by. I feel like we barely got to anything on this stream, but we actually talked about a lot of stuff. It was the stream was really kind of all over the place. The stream was all over the place. What can I say? But I think we are getting to that time. Uh-oh. NWO Javier, that's not the way this works. NWO Javier says, unban me on Agenda Free TV. I didn't know this was the Agenda Free TV customer service channel. One of the mods will tell you where to write to. There's an address you write to for that. Maybe, I don't know if Sarah's still around. She can throw the mod contact link for YouTube in the Twitch chat. Yeah, Sean, this is the natural end of the stream. One of the mods will post in the Twitch chat, I think, or I can grab it. Yeah, Sarah will do it. Yeah, don't bother me on these streams about Agenda Free TV stuff. And I don't deal with the... No, so the link that Javier is going to need is the Agenda Free TV mods link. That's the one. Susie, you'll have to go back and watch it. You'll have to go back and rewatch it. Hey, I really appreciate... Oh, wow, guys. Hey, I got a lovely comment from Savannah. Savannah says, LOL, air fryers and plastic mats, you mean silicone baking sheets, are for people too dumb to know their oven air fries? And parchment paper has always existed. Don't be that guy, Steve. What problem does Savannah have? I think Savannah has some kind of serious issues. Wow. There's something, someone do a wellness check on Savannah. April Coco says, oven air fries? Yeah, I'm glad you didn't delete it, Raven Riley. It's better just being left up there. Sean says, what kind of oven they got? Mr. Frank Original, I'm going to leave that one alone. MJ says, my oven doesn't air fry. Don't be that guy, Steve. Anyways, well, that's an appropriate way to end the stream. Okay, guys. Robert Branch says newer oven can in fact air fry. Well, I'm going to, anyways. I don't even, Savannah says PTSD is my problem, thanks. Well, just don't bring it in the chat here with comments like that. I mean, come on, behave yourself. Okay, we're wrapping up this live stream. I really appreciate you joining me tonight for our stream. This was fun. We talked about a bunch of different things, kind of all over the place. Joe's Crayons, I showed your drawings before. They were great. Let's thank our moderators. They are awesome. Moderators, give it up for them. A Moment of Lovely, Sarah, Raven Riley, K Body. We've had a bunch of moderators. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? I think we had some before. Hopefully I'm getting them all now. But big thanks to our moderators. You guys are awesome. You are awesome. And thanks to all of you for joining me tonight. Thanks for your comments, except for Savannah. And yeah, I appreciate you joining. Moo Voodoo says those sheets look like they'll fit. Yeah, I mean, you can, the measurements of these baking sheets are on the page I showed you, are on the link. Or not the baking sheets, the Gorilla Grip silicone baking sheets. Yeah, this was fun. Let me shout out some of our viewers here, like MJ and Austin Gaming, DJ Dunbar, Tyrone Hicks, Lighthouse, Sarah Sherlock, April Coco, Basic J, Purple Cat Audio, TRK, Flor Morena, Marzell, Zipper, Coley Nova, Joe's Crayons, Robert Branch, Supercell Chaser, Mother's Mustache, good crowd over on Twitch, Moo Voodoo, Daddy Dino, Mr. Frank Original, Ascenderia, Tispree. We got some viewers over there on Twitch. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. I'll talk about this again sometime. I figured out how when I'm streaming from my phone, I figured out how to go to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So in the future, if I do a stream on my phone, like when I streamed downstairs and put together the desk, I should be able to go to both Twitch and YouTube. The program I'm using basically started offering that on my phone, which is really great. So the next time I do like a walk stream, maybe I'll do a walk during the warm weather. I should be able to go to both Twitch and YouTube. I hope. Hey, DJ Dunbar, thanks for the compliments on the haircut. We talked about that earlier. Go back and rewind. Jess C. P. William Grimm was here. Lisa Remo, Plantiful Soul, J. A. and P. Next time Tony Del Monte is here, he posed a couple new songs, but I want to wait until he shows up to talk about it. Indigo Clown over there on Twitch. Thanks for watching there. Susie says, hopefully I'll catch you earlier next time. Thanks for watching, Susie. Don't forget Lookner channel on Twitter. When we're done, I'm going to open up my email program, sees if it screws up the computer again. Lookner channel on Twitter. Follow for sometimes bonus coverage, bonus content. Yeah, this kind of flew by tonight. It was all over the place. We were all over the place in this stream tonight. Oh, I got to thank everybody who donated. That's so nice of you guys. Big shout out to Haniel Vargas, JAD, MJ, and Visu. Very nice of you. Thanks so much for your support. And Gary Wiebert / it's Gary Wiebert / Beatnik. Thank you. J&P is doing a digital puzzle. I've never seen a digital puzzle. Maybe for next time, send in a picture or a video. J&P. Coffee, thanks for watching too. Link the Lookner channel on Twitter. I will. I'll put it in there. Lookner channel on Twitter. It's time. We've been so busy on agenda-free TV lately. It's kind of weird to have a non-agenda-free TV day. But we got to do one of these streams. I got a bunch of packages here I got to open still too. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Fun stream. When there's big news, we'll be on the air covering it. And again, thanks to all of our moderators. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that is it for now. Appreciate you watching. I'm glad the computer held out during the stream. I'll have to figure out what's going on with it. Caffeinated Misfit, thanks for watching too. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. And we will see you very, very soon.